love with a hero. I'm in love with the one who will.
Hello comic book people of the world! Let's talk about a Class Comics title called Super Hunk, issue number 1. This is written and drawn by Alexander. Before I start talking about this issue, I need to point out two different things. Number one, I will be giving major spoilers. You've been warned. The second thing is even though the main protagonist is named Super Hunk, they call him Super Hung for obvious reasons. So the title of the book is Super Hung, however his name is Super Hunk, so I may just go back and forth calling him the two different names. The premise for this is obviously that this character is a parody based on Superman, or maybe a gay sexual satirical look on it. This isn't an origin issue for Super Hunk, so we don't know exactly how he obtained his abilities, or how his villains obtained their abilities. In some respects, we get a little bit of a flashback in a newsreel. He does have a secret civilian identity by the name of Kent Kendall. I feel like the name Kent may be way too on the nose, but you know what? Whatever. One of the main focuses of this issue is Louis Loveday, whose boyfriend he walked in on cheating on him with two different guys. So he's a bit on the rebound. Luckily though, he meets up with Kent Kendall for an interview where he witnessed Super Hunk actually saving another person, and romantically things somewhat take their course from there. Louis's cheating boyfriend Ronaldo tries his best to get him back, and he also gets in the way and somewhat becomes a supervillain himself in some respects. The issue itself is filled with a lot of superhero shenanigans, with Super Hunk saving different people and taking on several different supervillains, some of which he has to take on a second time because Ronaldo gets involved. This is set in San Francisco and it has the whole reality vibe included in it, but it still has a superhero sci-fi aspect as well. This doesn't give a real connection to the rest of the superhero universe in Class Comics, but you never know. There could be future issues that could come out where it's connecting with some of the other characters. Personally, I would love something like that. I think that that's something that's really missing in the Class Comics universe. Even though the character of Super Hunk is being based on Superman, I still think that it would be a great addition to the superhero community. I mean, I've already pointed out that I think that there should be some sort of rebirth event that happens in the Class Comics universe, or at least with all of the superheroes, so that they could be connected together in some big, huge, epic event. But that's a topic for another day. Anyways though, this is a great first issue. I love the whole superhero aspect with the gay themes involved. The characters are very cute, or in some instances, like the super villains, are people that you really hate, especially the main supervillain, which in my opinion is Ronaldo. Even though he has no superpowers, he still is pretty much the most vile person in this issue, especially because a lot of people out there can relate to some of the things that he has done. The artwork is also really well done. I've been following Alexander for a bit, and I love his style. I really hope that this isn't a one-shot issue, and I'd love to see an ongoing series based on Super Hunk. I would love to see him take on a character that can match him physically, or someone who may be even tougher than him, where he has a hard time taking him down. But then again, I have this whole superhero defeated kind of thing that I like to see, so maybe that's why I like that. But still, regardless, I think that maybe a future series based on some sort of anti-Super Hunk could be done. So personally, I was a huge fan of this. If you're interested in downloading a digital copy, you want to go to classcomics.com and you can download directly from there. But with that, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site when you get a chance. Check out my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later.
Always win. He's a prominent figure.
Just pointing it out there, but I think that a character in the Class Comics universe could rip through reality and time and try to unite all the superheroes together under one banner in order to fight a huge threat. This character could have a GCG on his chest. I'm just saying, that'd be something to be kind of cool.